ex-Muslim Sarah, and Christian Prince. Hello friends and family, welcome to the Holy Scripture Christ is Lord. This is another reaction video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let us watch and have some fun. This video is only for educational purposes. Hope you learned something from it.
As
Yeah.
simple as that. One of them
And
is
I
missing.
want to understand why Muslims even believe in the Antichrist. Or like, well, how is that connected even to Muslims? You know?
Yeah, and this is a problem for Muhammad. You see, Muhammad, because he was trying to convince the Jews and the Christians that he is close to them, he is a pagan. And then when he moved to the city of Medina, he started learning about Judaism and Christianity. So he started, let us say, inserting things into his religion to
Yeah.
make himself more appealing to the Christian and the Jews. But yet he could not. As an example, the Hadith says, Muhammad said, if only 10 Jews, only 10, converted to Islam, the Jews will convert. Which means Muhammad, he could not even make his religion convincing to 10 Jews. The Muslim, they say, he meant rabbi, false. The Hadith says, and you speak Arabic, لو آمن بي عشرة من اليهود لآمن بي اليهود. If 10 only 10 believe in me, the rest of the Jews, they will believe in me. So Muhammad was a big failure to the point not even at 10 Jews, they believe in him. He can only make them believe if he conquered them, enslave them, and then he gave them a choice to convert or die. But as you see, when it comes to debate and argument and belief, not even 10 Jews believe in Muhammad. Big failure. In the same time, Muhammad, he makes many stories. Like you see Christianity stories, like Mary is a virgin. But if you ask a Muslim, okay, what the purpose of this story? No, in Islam doesn't make sense. Because, you know,
why?
Sarah,
Why is Jesus the only one?
not only
that's special.
Sarah. Now, if you get married and you get you deliver a child and you claim that you were virgin, who can prove it? Nobody. Who can disapprove it? Nobody. You know what I mean? So this is a miracle. Nobody can prove or disapprove. Nobody. So what the point of it? And why Jesus is born of a virgin? It have to give a reason. Why Muhammad did not have a, you know, such a thing? And why this woman? What happened? But in Christianity, it makes sense because in Christianity, Jesus is a son of God. He is not the son of any man. So it makes sense that he is a son. He is born of a virgin by the flesh, but he have no father except the Father. So in Islam, okay, who is the father of Jesus?
It's just random. We're just random.
Yeah, who is the father of Jesus? There is no father. That cannot be accepted. Isn't it the Quran? In the Quran, it says, وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصِهْرًا, which mean we made it by a sexual relationship and marriage. Okay, so anything else is not from Allah. All right. So how the Messiah is not included? If the Quran says everything after Adam, chapter 25, verse number 54, وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا فجعله نسبا وصهرا وكان ربك قديرا. It is he who made the created you from water as a human, and then he made from that water, made it relationship by marriage or by sexual relationship. So is Jesus is a fruit of marriage? No. If you read the interpretation, you can open any tafsir, you will see they are saying that Adam, the first Adam, was created from mud. After that, a human being, they are reproduced by sexual and marriage. Okay. Every human being. This is a destiny. That's it. There's no. But Jesus is not. He's not a son of marriage, and he is not a son of relationship, sexual relationship, and that explains why we as a Christians believe in such a thing. Because if Jesus is God who sent down from heaven by the Father, this is why Jesus says, "I am from above, you are from below." There's no explanation for that except what it is. I am from above, you are from below. And Jesus, who have no father except the Father in heaven, this is why he don't have a father in the earth.
Jesus was born of a virgin. Fulfillment of prophecy. The virgin birth is seen as the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecies, such as Isaiah 7 verse 14, which states, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel." Birth of Jesus. The virgin birth emphasizes the belief that Jesus' birth was a miraculous event, highlighting his divine nature. It underscores the idea that Jesus was not conceived through ordinary human means, but through the power of the Holy Spirit. Sinless nature. Another interpretation is that the virgin birth signifies Jesus' sinless nature. According to Christian doctrine, all humans inherit original sin from Adam and Eve. By being conceived by the Holy Spirit and born of a virgin, Jesus was not subject to this original sin.
He don't. In the Quran, when Muhammad he took the story about Jesus, he adopted some stories the Christian believe in. He inserted in the Quran became more stupid because now you did not explain to us what is the purpose and how we can prove it and why Muhammad is not the son of a woman like Mary. The Muslim, they say that Muhammad is the most honorable man, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How the most honorable man, his mother is najis and his father is najis? Isn't it the Quran says al-mushrikuna najis, which means filthy? So if the mushrikeen are najis and the father and the mother of Muhammad, and not only that, his uncles, his grandfather, all of them, they are najis. So Muhammad is born of a najis family, including his parents. If we go to Jesus, what we will find? Jesus is born from the pure Mary.
Yeah.
The best women, Allah, like the according to Islam, Allah he chosen to have Jesus. Then
Favorite. Yeah,
favorite. She is the best. So how Muhammad, his mother, is the worst and she is najis, and why Jesus is it from David? Is it from Mary? Is it from Imran? Is it from, look at the chain of Jesus in the Quran. I mean, all of those are great men. Who is the great man of Muhammad? Nobody. His grandfather is pagan. His uncle is a pagan. He is a pagan. And they kiss stones.
And they used to teach us when we were in school that Muhammad was known in his between his people as As-Sadiq al-Amin.
As-Sadiq al-Amin.
And where did this come from? Because from listening to you, it seemed like he was garbage.
You see, he's not only garbage, he is filthy as a dog. Why? Imagine, Sarah, your husband, he have a father, and he come to you, and then he flirt with you. What you describe the father of your husband then? God forbid. He's a dog, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is you will take off your shoe and you will throw it at him.
I lose all respect for that person.
Yeah. So
I have no
Muhammad,
respect.
he went to the house of his own son, and this is why he is in the house, because this is his son. So he's taken advantage of what he claimed to be a relationship between father and son. And Muhammad, he announced, he said, everybody listen, I am the father of Zayd, and Zaydun from me, and I am from Zayd. He announced it clear. Zayd is his son. And then what he do? He go to the house when the husband is not there. And here you need to ask yourself, the Muslim, they claim that we should not go inside the house if the woman is alone, right? So why he get in? And why he is flirting? If somebody say to me, oh, he could not control himself what? I mean,
that's the excuse they always give.
What control himself?
A man can't control himself.
Yeah, this is more ugly. First of all, she is your own daughter-in-law. Secondly, you are a prophet of God. Number 3, she is married. Number 4, she is in her house. Number 5, the husband is not there.
Yeah.
So he's taking advantage. He is doing everything wrong. The Bible speak about David. There's a story about a person he sent him to war. He took his wife. He liked her. He married her, and then you will see in the Bible.
Took his firstborn
but you will see in the Bible, God condemned the action.
Yeah,
right?
and he killed his son too.
Exactly, and even his son, which came from that relation, died.
Yeah.
But in the Quran, Allah, he make verses for Muhammad. Why you are saying to the man, keep your wife?
Why are you?
Yeah. But
it's like God is telling him, why do you have any shame? Have zero shame. Go and do
don't
it.
you know, not only that, here you see that Muhammad is a hypocrite too. Muhammad, he made this verse claiming that Allah told him. But if you read the verse carefully, you will see that Muhammad here is saying that I did lie to the guy, said to him, keep your wife when I want her, and Allah told me to take her. So Muhammad, he is not even honest. Okay, shouldn't you say to the guy, okay, Allah told me I want to take your wife? Tell him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a follower of you too. He's your son, he's your follower too. And the funny is, more story getting more funny, that Zainab, I don't know if you saw that in my video, when after the Prophet he flirted with her, Allah, he made the private part of Zayd swell each time he tried to get close to her. And here you ask yourself, like you see the Muslim, they say, we ask the Muslims, what is the miracle of Muhammad? It turned to be the miracle of Muhammad is about private part. And here you ask yourself, the God of Islam, he did not show his power to the Arab to prove Muhammad is a prophet, but he was able to make the private part, I was going to say the other word, private part of Zayd swell when he want to get close to his wife. I mean, what
very
kind
important
of God?
Things.
But why he want to do that? I mean, this guy is a husband. She's lawful for him, right? So why you make the private part of the man swell? And not only that, and here you notice actually, I believe, that Zainab, she is sleeping with Muhammad already because she is making up stories about her husband. Why a woman she want to say, each time my husband after that he tried to sleep with me, Allah, he make his a private
so she
part.
can justify what she like
Exactly.
what would happen next.
Exactly. So you know, she looked at what she have. She said, oh, this is a guy, he is son by adoption.
This is a sign from God, that I should be with Muhammad, not
yeah, but yeah, she's making up stories, you know.
yeah.
And the reason is, the real reason is, Zayd, he was a slave. He's nobody. Muhammad is a king.
Yeah. She wants to be with the king.
Exactly. Why she want to be with someone he is nobody when she can be the wife of this man? And then when you see the stories, you will see that Muhammad, he have a privilege. He have a lot of a privilege, and all those privilege either about money or sex. And here I'm opening the tafsir of Al-Qurtubi from the Saudi Arabia website. I will show you where it says تورم منه ذلك. I'm glad that you speak Arabic, you know Arabic. Here it says وفي بعض الروايات أن زيدا تورم ذلك منه حين أراد أن يقربها. You see it?
Yeah.
I mean, how in the world that can be a prophet of God? The man is sleeping, the prophet of Allah sleeping with his own son wife. The wife obviously is cheating her husband. Allah is telling Muhammad, this is yours, take her. But at that moment she is married. And you know that this is obviously totally the opposite of what Jesus teach. 100%, you know. Jesus said it's better for you to like to take off your eye. Just take it, you know. Yeah. So like there is a huge difference between what Muhammad he came with and what Jesus is about. And this is why you mentioned something very important. You said why there's not too much stories about Jesus, because what Muhammad will do, we call Jesus saying don't do that.
Yeah.
He will call Jesus decency.
Just putting Jesus, mentioning Jesus next to Muhammad, I don't think anybody would believe in Muhammad. They'll all
So he
all
tried
be
to
so
dim the
curious
light.
to learn about Jesus.
Yeah, he make little corner about Jesus. He is not crucified. He did not anything for you. He is nobody. And then he claimed, he said, I am the eraser. I will erase Judaism and I will erase Christianity. That is the devil talking.
Yeah.
He will erase Christianity. But obviously the opposite is happening. And we see a lot of Muslims leaving Islam. And if you go in the Middle East now, you will see that nobody really care for Islam. This is why when ISIS came,
that's true.
To force Islam, you know, ISIS came. ISIS, what ISIS? ISIS are the true Muslims.
Yeah.
Even this guy, the pimp, Andrew Tate, he said the truth. He said ISIS are the true Muslims. You
Well,
know,
it works for him to be a Muslim, right? Because
exactly. That's why he
Islam is
like
all
it. That's
about
why he like
this.
it. He like to beat women. He like to abuse women. He like to rape women. So
Yeah.
ISIS is the true religion, true Islam, and he did not
Yeah.
lie in this case. No, he did not. And
I had a friend when I was in school, like from elementary to high school, and me and her, we were always competing together, like in the women's like Quran tilawa
yeah,
competitions. And finally in high school, like grade 12, we were sitting together on waiting for our turns. And then she said, "You know what, Sarah? I don't even believe in Islam. I think I'm an atheist." And I looked at her and I thought she was one of the most devout, you know?
yeah.
I was so shocked. I'm like, what?
Because
How
maybe
could
the
you
way she
say
dressed,
that?
the way she, But when you go in deep in details, if she got her freedom to speak, then
But she was,
you will hear a different
yeah,
story.
I mean, it seemed like she was very like zealous for Allah or whatever, but you know, it's just true. But I think she was very wise. She was very brave because I was afraid because you know if you become a kafir, then that's
Yeah,
unforgivable
yeah.
and you goes to hell. So I did never.
And not only
I would
the
question.
community will treat you like a piece of garbage.
Yeah, like sometimes I would ask my mom so many questions. Like some days I would be so frustrated, I'd ask so many questions after each other. Like then my mom would say, "Hey, it sounds like you're starting to ask, you know, too many questions, and that's not good." And she would like almost accuse me of kufr. Like it was kind of like dangerous that I'm asking so much questions. So
Yeah, this is why the
it's like you
Quran,
just have to
chapter
stop.
5, verse 101 says, "Ask not questions." Verse number
Yeah.
102 says, "Because former generation asked the same questions and they lost their faith."
Yes.
Today, Washington Post, New York Post, sorry, they publish new news about Andrew Tate, and they found out that this guy, he was connecting, he's trapping very young girls. He even
Dropping.
yeah, he looked in Instagram for
Wow.
people who live in his area. He found a girl, she
Yeah.
is 16 years old, but she is a son of somebody working politician. You can read the article in New York Post. And then
Okay.
there's a woman, she used to work in the police. She became his a pimp, let us say, assistant. And now this woman, she is arrested from the police.
Recruiter.
Yeah,
Oh.
recruiter, manager. He have many of them.
Yeah.
The New York Post, they have the article. I'm not going to show the whole article because there's some pictures they are naked. But this is here. Look, this is who are those people. I convert to
Wow.
Islam because Islam all is about desire. The man desire. I can control, I can beat, I can change, I can cheat, I can lie, and it fit for me. It fit perfectly. I will not feel guilty. Christianity, it's a horrible for me because I will be feeling guilty. I will feel I'm
Yeah.
sinner. I will feel dirty. I will feel like I am. I will feel down. But in Islam, all of
And
this
I
is
also
okay.
heard him say something like, you know, Christians, they let people make fun of Jesus and they allow people to step on their religion, but Muslims, if you say one thing about their religion, they'll come after you, they'll kill you, and he likes that.
Yeah,
He thinks that's really
but by the
nice.
way, even this one is not true. I mean, here we go. We are laughing at Muhammad day and night. Where are the Muslims who want to kill us? Even that
Yeah.
is not true. Maybe you see, the Muslims, they do that when they are the majority,
Yeah.
not when they are not. So the
Yeah.
bravery is not a bravery because they are brave, but because they
It's
control the
cowardice.
country. Yeah, they control the
Yeah.
country and the law in their side and the police in their side and the judge in their side, and now they are brave. But you take them to different
Yeah.
place, you will find that rarely you will find a man he want to do it. And if there is somebody, this will be very rare. The majority, they don't. Nobody will dare to do so. As you know, everybody is making videos about Muhammad. Everybody making books. Like there's after more than 25 or 30 years, they try to attempt to kill Salman Rushdie. And he's Hezbollah. He's not even a Muslim Sunni.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, they are really cowards. They are not really brave. Look at Israel. I mean,
Yeah.
just look at Israel.
I know.
They are bowing down to Israel, asking Israel for help. They are terrified not from the Christians, not from, because they know the Christian will not attack them. They are not terrified from the Jews because they knew Israel is not really going to attack them. They are terrified from Iran.
Yeah,
Iran is real
because
big
they're
concern. They
savages.
are terrified. They are shaking in the and they are big in America, big in Israel. Please help us. Iran is coming, and if they go and war with Iran, if not America and Israel, I trust me, Saudi Arabia will be captured in less than 24 hours.
Yes, I know.
You know,
Yeah.
the army of the Arab is a shish kebab. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
They are not an army. If you go to Saudi Arabia, you will see everyone in the army, his belly is bigger than the belly of a woman. She is going to deliver a baby.
Not even belly, they have big butts too.
They cannot
Like they
run.
have
They
like
have big butt,
a
and
woman's
even the
butt.
one like they show you in TV, they have like 100 strong men. But show us the whole army so we can laugh. Not to
And they're
choose.
all sitting and drinking tea and smoking
And
cigarettes.
not only that, even the one they put for you in the TV, mostly they are not even from the country. They are recruiting them from Pakistan, from other countries, like even Jordan. Jordan, they don't even have the majority of the pilot is from Pakistan. The Bahrain is the same. They are short of Muslim Sunni. They are bringing Pakistani to Bahrain. So they don't have an army. They cannot fight anybody. Like Saddam Hussein, the best example. Saddam Hussein, he want to fight America. America, we are going, and he called them cows. And then in less than 12 hours, the American army was in the middle of Baghdad. So they claim that they are heroes, but in reality, 2,000 men, they were controlling Afghanistan. 2,000 Marine. Taliban is more than 160,000 fighter. In Afghanistan, there was only 2,000 Marines. How in the world Taliban they did not attack the 2,000? Because they knew they cannot. So
Yeah.
they claim bravery. They are brave only if they are big in number and you are
Yeah.
by yourself. Then you will find a lot of knives and you are the cow. But when they are not the majority, then everybody is a coward. And this is all the
And
scenario.
I noticed also like most of the people who call, to debate Islam, sadly, they're like people who don't even know what they're talking about, they don't even understand Arabic. They're mostly like Pakistani. And I noticed, the Pakistanis, they're more strict about Islam than the Arabs. Like in Canada, the Pakistanis, they only eat halal, and the girls they wear hijab at very young age, and they're like so consumed with Islam, and sadly, it's they're the ones who are like you know they're pushing, like they're trying to do, they're so proud of it, but Muslims, they don't even respect them,
Yeah,
to begin with.
yeah, and they
It's
they
sad.
consider them a second-hand citizen. Oh,
Yes, yeah. They
women.
don't respect them at all.
Yeah, women they are stupid. They have half a brain, and yeah. Actually, there is a video. I forgot the name of the woman. She was debating a Muslim. I forgot who. Um, this Muslim woman, she is an ex-Muslim like you. She debated a
Yeah.
Muslim man, and she made him a shish kebab, literally. Literally. You can see if you go. I saw that in the video of Apostate Prophet. I saw that in Ali Dawa video. He was upset how he could not refute. There's a guy, he's a blonde guy, I forget his name. He was saying, what happened to him? How a woman she do that to him? How he could not put her in her place? They could not take it that a woman, she made
Yeah.
Islam look like a chicken. She was taking
Mhm.
the feather of the chicken one by one, and the Abdul, he could not answer. So when the Muslim they say, and thank you for Muhammad for saying that women are half a brain, you help us to bring the best of the brain to be Christians,
Yeah.
because we don't believe that women are half a brain, for they are children of God too, the same as the men. Private
Yeah.
part doesn't make you smarter. You see, in the Old Testament and the New Testament, the man is the one in charge of the house, but there is a reason for that. This is not because the woman she is half a brain, and not because she is a bad person, but we are living in a society where it's a society of the man. The man he work, the man he defend, the man he
Yeah.
is present the house, the man, and this is the society. But not because the woman she is nobody, not because the woman she is stupid. And you will notice that the house of Jesus have Mary in the Quran. Remember, in the Quran there's only Mary. There's no husband, right?
Yeah.
Was Mary half a brain?
Well, it looks like Mary was not important at all. She was just like the airport for Jesus to come.
According to them, yeah. But
Yeah.
but notice here that when the angel came to Mary, Mary she did not shrink and brink and go crazy and cover me, cover me, cover me. But Mary, she is the female, and Muhammad is the male. Yet Muhammad, he went so crazy, he was snoring like a camel. He asked his wife to cover him, and he said to her, "What's wrong with me?" But Mary, who is the girl, young
Yeah.
girl, she saw the angel. She said to him, "I seek refuge by God from you." Quiet, comfortable. She is not terrified. She did not run. Do you remember the story of Muhammad? He ran away each time the angel he speak to him when he do poo-poo.
Oh no. But
Okay.
I've heard you speak about it.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
the Quran, chapter of Al-Fatiha, if you go to the book, it's called Asbab al-Nuzul. The reason for the verse to come. So it says, كلما تبرز الرسول. Each time he go to do buraz, you know what buraz mean?
Yeah.
So or baraz al-Rasul.
Yeah.
So each time he
Exposes
tried to do
buttock.
poo-poo, he hear a voice, you know, he hear a voice says, "Oh Muhammad." And what Muhammad he do? He flee. You
Wow.
know, here it says, the Messenger of Allah, Allah bless him and give him peace. Whenever he went out, you know what does that mean?
Yeah.
Used to hear someone calling him, "Oh Muhammad." And whenever he heard this, he used to
Oh,
flee.
that's scary.
Do you see how many proof we have that this guy is mentally ill?
Yeah.
The Muslim, they will say, well, he got scared. Why he scared? Already he spoke to the angel many times.
And why at the toilet? And why when he's pooing do the angels
Yeah,
come?
but you know what? We have to be honest here, Sarah. You know that the prophet, his poo-poo is different.
Oh, I forgot.
Don't you know that Hadith
You're right.
says that the earth
It's
open?
perfume. It's perfume.
It's perfume, yeah. Not only that,
His armpits stink is perfume.
perfume.
Remember?
And Aisha, she said that she never saw the poo-poo of a prophet of Allah. Each time she go to the bathroom, there's no poo-poo. It's gone. The earth swallow it, you know? Yeah. And the hadith says that the earth opened its mouth and swallowed the poo-poo of the prophet. And the smell in the bathroom is like a perfume, more than a perfume. So this is not so this is telling you that this is it's a perfect time to receive Quran. But what make it more crazy that Muhammad,
but the dog prevents the Quran from coming.
But why he's fleeing? Why
yeah,
he fleeing?
why
I mean, if you because this is Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha is not the beginning of Islam. Al-Fatiha is at the end. So if Muhammad, he spoke many times to the angel already, he used to hear him, the angel speak to him. Why he do flee? And look what happened. Waraqa ibn Nawfal advised the prophet to remain in his place. Here we go. Waraqa, he appear again. Waraqa ibn Nawfal advised the prophet to remain in his place. When the caller called him, that he hear what he wanna say. And then when he went out, he heard the calling, "Oh Muhammad." He said, "Here I am in your service." The caller said, "Say, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah." Muhammad taking shahada.
Wow.
Muhammad saying there is no messenger but Muhammad.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And then he gave him the chapter of Al-Fatiha, brother. You know?
Yeah.
Where in the time of doing poo-poo. So all of this is telling us that this man is mentally ill. He imagines things, he hears voices, as the hadith says. You know, the other day I asked a Muslim, I don't know if you were watching, I asked him, your prophet, he received the Quran as a sound of a bell.
Oh yes, I heard that one. Yeah.
And then what he said to me, he said, okay, sound of a bell, but not bell. Okay, sound of a bell, not bell, sound of a bell.
Like a bell.
All right.
Yeah.
So he heard the sound of a bell, Then how the Quran became an Arabic?
And it has to be in Arabic. That's the problem.
It
Like
have to
this
be.
bell, it's not universal. It needs to be Arabic.
And what make it more funny that Muhammad he said that the bell is the instrument of shaitan.
Hmm.
So if shaitan want to
So
speak,
he's literally telling us what's going on.
exactly, he is telling us that shaitan is the one giving him Quran. Because if he is receiving Quran as a sound of a bell, and he said this is the hardest on me, I cannot, and then he said
Yeah.
that shaitan, his musical instrument is the bell. So this is shaitan playing Quran, and he is the one making Quran. And Muhammad was receiving Quran from shaitan. And this is what Salman Rushdie was saying in his book when Muslim they in their Quran says that Muhammad he received satanic verses. And the funny is, the Quran says Muhammad received satanic verses. A guy who left Islam, he says Muhammad received satanic verses. The Muslim get angry from him. But he just quoting what your prophet said and what the Quran is saying.
Yeah.
Why you are not upset from the Quran? The Quran says
They find a
Muhammad,
way to twist it every time.
yeah. So the prophet he received satanic verses, and here we go. He's a prophet of Satan, because if I receive verses from Satan, that make me a messenger of Satan. Who is the one who sent the message? And even Muhammad he said that shaitan he converted his Satan to Islam, and he ordered me to do not but good. He don't order him anything but to do good. You know this hadith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How shaitan convert to Islam? Sounds like everybody. This is why Andre Tate, the pimp, he converted to Islam, is a shaitan.
Yeah.
This guy is literally a shaitan. You know,
Yeah.
if you
You
look
know,
how,
the sad thing is, he's targeting the young generation. He says a lot of things that sound traditional and honorable, and then he mixes it with, very low things like, he thinks that a man, can cheat on the woman he's with and have multiple wives,
yeah, he
and
make it as if he is being like the successful man, when he
yeah,
cheat, like when he brag about he was,
the alpha, the
yeah,
type, yeah.
he was speaking to 6 women in the same time, and each one of them, she think that he is the only one,
Yeah,
and
he
he
was
is,
bragging about
yeah,
it.
he is so proud about his decency, how the success, and he is teaching young men how to
Young men to
treat
be like
women.
that.
And those are stupid ones. There is always stupid ones. They will believe it and they will follow it,
Yeah.
because
I started to, in a little bit, become a little manipulated by it, because it's like, this guy is like a representation of the way the men think. A lot of the men think, because it seems like his supporters are mostly men. And as a woman, you're thinking, should I be like, he's trying to say, if you're a cool woman, like you're easygoing, you should be accepting, just be cool if, the man you're with is cheating, as long as he buys you what you want. And like, it's very sick. So I stopped watching him, and he's really, because he became very popular at one
yeah,
point, right?
you see, guys, how those people are so dangerous. Here we go. She just told you her experience. At what age, what your ages was at that time when you felt like he is influencing you too?
Yeah, just this year, like
Okay,
just
so
earlier,
you
a few
see,
months ago.
like this evil man, he because when you see a huge number of people, they listen to him and they take him as an example, then you think that the way he live is the right way. But
Yeah.
we know that is satanic, And look, actually, I predicted that this person is going to be punished severely for his crimes. And God will punish him, so he will end somewhere. I was sure, but I wasn't expecting it to be so soon. So soon. Actually, a
Hmm.
week before I spoke about it, and then a few days after, the guy he been arrested. And now every a few hours there's a new news. Like here now, the neighbors are speaking about him and what they knew about his compound and his rape and trafficking business. More people are coming as witnesses and more news is coming. But this is a great example for those who worship the devil. the devil can look for you successful. And yes, the devil is successful. The devil will be rich. The devil will have new cars. The devil will have masculine. He will have, he is powerful. But the devil always will go under our feet, no matter how long. So don't be a fool. This is a great example. I'm so glad that he is arrested now. But now I am sure some stupid one, they will say, oh, this is a setup. I mean, the guy, he keeps saying
Yeah.
he's a pimp.
Yes,
He
yeah.
is
How can you
bragging
be
about it.
a honorable pimp? Like, how does this work? You know, he's a
Yeah.
good pimp.
Yeah, so how in the world you are saying it's a setup? You know, at the same time, you see, setup things can happen in the Middle East, not in Europe. What setup? I mean, are you fooling yourself? Setup? What setup? I can say, okay, one woman, maybe she accused him, but there is 6 women, and now more women are coming. And now they have his security camera, they have his phone, they have his videos published on the internet, himself bragging about fooling and lying to women and using them for sex.
Wow.
The video is there. Actually, me myself, I saw it. He said, I left England. I was totally broke. I'm just quoting him word by word.
Oh, yes, I did hear that one. Yeah.
I left England. I was totally broke. And then I called 6 girlfriends. Each one of them, she think that she is the only one. And the video is there. And then I told them, come, let us get rich. So he spoke to the first one. He said, go in the camera. We need to make money. The second one, go in the camera. We need to make money. So now each one, she is in different location, getting naked to make him money. And then he come to the point, he have too many women, and he is making $600,000 a month. This is his video. I'm not saying things from my own. $600,000 a month from those poor women. And then they say to you, you will find people still, because you know there's many, they have they wish they are the macho man, but they cannot be. So they see in him, he is the macho, he can do it, but I cannot do it. So I am a follower. You know what I mean? When a person is a coward, he look for a hero. He cannot be the hero, so he look for a hero. But the fact this hero is a coward himself too, because let me tell you something. A real man is not the one who beat a woman. A brave man is not the one who show his bravery in raping women. A real man is the one who protect women, not the opposite. I remember when I was a kid, I have, a kid, as a kid, you fight with your sister and she cry. And my dad, he said to me, why you did that? I said, give him excuse. He said, listen, you are a man. A real man, he don't beat girls.
Yeah.
Never do that.
Yeah, speaking of this topic too, like I was the oldest sibling in my family, and like I said, I grew up with boys, and when they grew up and became taller and bigger than me, there was zero respect for me. I was being pushed around, and they would take advantage, like take something from me, I couldn't get it, or push me, and I didn't feel respected or loved. They'd kick me out of the room, and I'd look at my parents like, are you gonna, do anything like to help? Or they didn't care, because now, that they're men and this is what men do. You have to just accept that you're a weak,
you are the
female.
weak,
And it's just it's sad more than it makes me mad, because my brothers, we grew up, we were very close before they became big. And like,
but
my heart is
the
just
brother,
torn
they
up.
are doing what they are doing because this is what they learn from the parents and the society, that a female, she is nobody, she is. And not only that, you will notice in Islamic society, in the Middle East in general, if a boy he go around, sleep around, nobody
Yeah, it's
complain.
normal.
It's
Yeah.
very okay. You know, even the parents, the mother, they even proud of him.
They know.
But
Yeah.
if
They.
the daughter she do that, she is in a big
Yeah.
trouble. You know. But the boy sleep
Yeah.
around. He stay late. He go sleep around. He drink. He smoke. There is a problem.
Yep.
If the girl doing that, there's no. I mean, there's no problem for the boy. Very, very, very hypocrite society. Everything is upside down. Everything. I never saw a society as corrupt as Islamic society. And even
Yeah.
Christians who live in the Middle East, by the way, they've been affected by the corruption of Islam, and some of them they act like them too. You will find
Yeah.
even in a Christian society, Arab Christians, you will find if the boy he do the same as Muslims. If the girl she do, no, you cannot do that. So
Yeah.
they spread their corruption all over, and Muhammad is the best example of corruption. And this is why you will find all kind of people who love crimes and violence. They like Islam.
Gravitate towards Islam.
Yeah, because Islam, you know, is a great temptation of violent control, and will make you not feel guilt of anything.
Yeah.
Because you know you can do it. Islam is about this. The heaven is about this. The earth is about this. Go and get what you can, you know. And women,
Yeah.
you know, and the Quran says that a man he can beat women. Why? Do you remember why?
Yes, because he's supporting them financially.
Exactly.
Right?
And this is the idea of Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he is the one who have the money. The women she stay home. So you know, we spend on them. We buy them dress. We buy them clothes. We buy them underwears. We feed them. So they are the same as a goat.
Like a slave. Yeah.
Exactly. Not only that, they look at the women as a whore. You know, when a man he pay a woman for a service, he don't respect her because
he's just a man. He's a man with needs. That's how he's
that's
seen,
exactly. He is a man who
but
have
the
needs.
woman, yeah,
and she is there to do what? To satisfy his needs. So they don't see in the women. This is why this guy he like Islam. He love it. You know, he find himself. You know, Hitler he said that he's unfortunate to be in the wrong religion, which means Christianity. Because those Christians they speak about love and this is wrong, attacking the neighbor, taking their land. So we should not do that. No, in Islam we should do that. In fact, the population of Muslims was always small until the West came and divide countries and make them have borders, and then they put their forces in the Middle East so they will not attack each other. Otherwise, they will eat each other every year. Saudi Arabia almost attacked Qatar, but Trump he stopped them. Saddam Hussein he took Kuwait, but George Bush responded. It's not the Muslim.
And
remember.
what about Yemen? Yemen, just the neighbor of Saudi Arabia, they're starving.
Syria, you know, the population of Arab countries always will never grow because always they kill each other. Or what about Pakistan? You know, even though they have a high birth, but the country is really in a horrible shape. Security, there's no security.
They don't value.
There is no safety. They don't value life, and they have no life.
Yeah.
They have no life. Those who don't value life, they don't have life. You know.
Yeah.
You know, like once a woman, Muslim woman, she called me and she was angry. She said, you know, in the West, look how women they wear short. They said they wear short because they are choosing to do so. Nobody is forcing them. You are not wearing hijab because you choose so.
Yeah.
If you wear hijab and you live in the West, then I will believe you.
Yeah.
And mostly women who live in the West and they wear hijab is just to recognize, not because they believe in it.
Yeah, you know? It's like a group thing. Like
not only that. You know, I used to have many Muslims I speak to, and what they do when a woman she reached the age she want to get a husband, then suddenly she is wearing hijab. You know, because the husband he like a woman who is like Andre, you know, Tate is subdued. Wearing hijab means she is subdued, she is a chicken, she will obey, she will not discuss, she will not ask questions, do this, cook this, eat this, and go to bed. So they like such a thing, and this is why before, when they are younger, they go sleep around, date, do all kind of things, and then when they want to get married, Suddenly she is wearing hijab. Suddenly she is
Yeah,
the
I
decent
never heard that.
woman who believe in Allah, and her mother, she start promoting her. I have my daughter, you know, and they
Yeah.
put a lot of white cream in their face. I mean, it's scary, you know. I remember,
Oh yeah.
I remember like you know, when I walk in the street, Muslim, I see Muslim women are so white. And I couldn't understand why. I mean, we are in the same country, you know.
Mm. Yeah.
Why they are extremely, I mean, when I say white, I'm not talking about just white. I'm talking
Like
about a
they dip
white.
their face in the flour.
Yeah, they put something have zinc, you know, zinc, you know,
Oh.
that will
Oh.
stretch the skin, and will, when they put the powder, will make it so white. But that thing they use destroy their skin, and you will find later in the age of 35 she look as if she is 55,
Wow.
because this handmade, you know, they buy it from the stores, not like not pharmacy or doctors,
Yeah.
and will make your face look like a face of a baby, literally. And I look, I mean, why Christian women, they don't look so white like the Muslims, you know? But then I go to the house of my friends, his sister, she opened the door, her face is not like that, you know? The same girl I saw yesterday wearing the makeup, her face is so white and her face like a baby. And now I look at her face, she have wrinkles. I mean, does she have like pimples? She have
Yeah.
things. What happened? So they put too much makeup,
Yeah.
and they try always to appear different from the way they are. In the same
Yeah.
time, you will find that there is a market, you know, there's a competition, there's a market between women in the Middle East. If a
Yeah.
man is like Andrew Tate, you know, he have a lot of money, because number one thing they want is money.
Yeah, that's
Money.
true.
If you are rich, they will fight over you. You know, they will not ask you how many degrees you have. They will not ask your education. They will not ask you anything. Who care? You know, the man for them is the one who can afford, and this is what the Quran says.
Yeah.
The Quran says that, you know. So if you can be like fair between them, you ask them what fair between them. They say you can
Yeah,
spend
what does
money
that
enough.
mean?
Yeah,
Fair.
like you
Yeah.
have 4 houses, then you have 4 wives. As long as you can do that, you are fair. That is what fair mean.
What kind of life is that,
Yeah.
honestly?
So the family is not exist in Islamic society. This is why Islamic society mostly is broken. As you said, even your father, he have another
Yeah.
wife, right? Yeah. Do you have
Yeah.
kids from her?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. And now what will happen usually, I don't know if this is in your case, the children of the first women, they will not like, or and the children of the other women, because now there's a competition about inheritance. Who is the
Oh, not we
favorite?
didn't reach that yet. My dad disowned me, so I have no inheritance to begin
You
to.
do not need it. You know, God is.
Yeah, I don't need it. I was not thinking about it even, but my dad's like, you know what? You're disowned and don't even dream about me leaving you a cent. I said, okay, I was not even thinking of that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, the Lord, He will provide you with better, a real honor, not fake honor. You know, your family is not the one. What, you know, what they say to Jesus, they says your brothers are looking for you. He said, those are my brothers, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so you have brothers who you never
Okay.
met. You see, I am here. All those people, I never met them. I don't know them. I do not know you, right? But I
Yeah.
believe they are a family for me. So you can, and you will have a better family than the family you have, because our family is the one who really love us, not the one
Yeah.
who they are just born of, because we did not choose the family we are born of. We did
Yeah.
not. You did not choose a brother or a sister. So sometime a brother who is not from my father or my mother is way better than all my family together.
Yeah.
In
You're right.
Christ, you have a family, and feel free, you know, if you can join YouTube, but be careful, don't trust anybody, because you know it's an internet, you know. But I
Yeah.
advise you, do you go to church?
Oh, yes, I do.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
sure you have many friends there now, and
Yeah,
etc.
very nice people.
And
Yeah.
exactly. So now you have a different family who will care for
Yeah.
you. You can associate with them, and uh,
Yep.
and for me, you know, for me, here we go. I spend with those people time more than anyone. I don't spend time with any family except them. I go in the morning, I stay for 3 hours, 4 hours, and I come back afternoon, and I stay 3, 4, 5 hours. This is my family. So don't be sad for not having a family disown you. They did not disown you, they lost you. They are losers. You are a winner.
Yeah.
Never cry for anyone. You see, once somebody asked me, he said, what if somebody if from your family and he don't believe he will go to hell? I said, so what I would do? He choose to
Yeah.
go. You know, people, they choose where they want to go. I
Mm-hmm.
will not cry to
Yeah.
anyone, for anyone, because as long it's your choice, and then why I will cry for you?
And I really truly believe, you know, the verses in the Bible that say, if you truly seek the Lord, you will find him.
Exactly. So don't, you know, don't worry
So
about,
if they're truly seeking for the truth, they'll find the truth.
yeah, you will find the truth, and you will find a family, and your family will be better. And now God will provide you with a husband. I don't know if you are married or not. God will provide you with a husband who is a Christian,
Yes.
who will not cheat on you. Be careful, by the way, because not everyone says a Christian is a Christian,
Yes, I know.
right?
Of
Even the Lord, he
course.
says, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father. So, you know, I hope that you have a husband who will be good to you. He's a Christian, and you will be the only woman in his life, and you will live a wonderful life together, and your life, and then your children's, they will not have second mother and second father. And
Amen.
yeah, you don't want this. You don't want this life. This is not a life. And look what happened in the Middle East. Women, they are fighting, paying their life to get rid of the hijab. You know.
Yeah.
At least you don't need to do that. You know, you are lucky. You are not living in this you know,
In the Middle East
yeah.
anymore.
I mean,
Yeah.
you are free to do as you wish. So you will have a better life, and you are the lucky person. And
Yeah.
are you crying?
No, I just have a cold.
Okay.
A little bit of a cold.
Okay. Well, you know what? You need to eat ajwa.
Yes, it'll solve everything. I know. But
Do you know the hadith about the black seed? What it's called? The habba sauda.
no.
Muhammad,
What do you?
Dr. Muhammad,
Mhm.
peace be upon him, he's a doctor. He have a solution for anything. So Muhammad, he said that there is a medicine, it's called the black seed, which is the negla seed. This
Yes, I
seed
heard you say that.
is a
Yeah. Mhm.
solution for any disease.
Yeah. You know, you want me to tell you a funny story?
All right.
So my mom, she had a friend, okay?
Yeah.
So you know the Muslims, the women I find especially like they go through like phases of being extremely religious, especially around Ramadan, right?
Yeah.
So, but after it wasn't Ramadan, she decided she wants to do the Sunnah, like be exactly like the Prophet. So she started to eat 7 dates every morning.
Mhm.
But she wasn't eating the black like the black dry type. She
Mhm.
was eating the you know the squishy, very sugary type of dates.
Okay.
So she wakes up, she eats 7, and I think she did it. She did it for a few days, and then she had to be rushed to the hospital because her blood sugar was too high. And they said, "What on earth are you? What are you eating?" And then she's like, "I'm eating 7 dates every
Ajwa.
morning." Yeah.
I was following.
This is a true story, though.
Yeah, I was following. Actually, this is a story. There's a story like it in the Hadith. You remember the guy who came to Muhammad? He said to him, "My brother is sick." He told him,
Yeah.
"Let him drink honey."
Yeah.
And then the guy came back again, and he said he is getting more sick. The Prophet, he said to him, "I told you, tell him to drink honey." He said he did, but he's getting more sick. He said, "Let him drink honey." The guy, he went, and then he came back again. He said, "My brother is really, really sick," you know. And then the Prophet was so upset, and he said to him, "Your brother Billy's stomach is telling a lie, and Allah told the truth." You
Wow.
know. So imagine the guy Billy, and not only that, the hadith says, and then the guy did not come back because his brother was
Died.
healed. Not because he died, you know.
Oh,
You just
yeah,
you just
was
scream
healed,
at him.
yeah.
You almost the God get killed because he felt he's accusing him that he's a liar, you know. He said to
Yeah.
him, "But my brother is dying." I mean, like,
Well,
it's not.
why would that stupid brother come back so many times to the prophet when it's
They
clearly
believe, they
not
believe
working?
him. They believe him. They believe he's a prophet. What you can? I mean, we're talking about, 14, 100 years ago. A human being is. I mean, even if now people still believe in the stupid Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
How in the
Yeah.
world, how people they used to be in 1400 years ago? And imagine he said to him, "Your brother stomach lying." Have you ever heard of such an accusation? The
Yep.
brother's stomach is lying. And
Okay, so
Allah,
what do we do now to the stomach? Should
yeah,
we
I mean,
like now beat it
see, I
up
will
so
go.
it can start
I
telling the
found the
truth
hadith, and
again?
this is the Bukhari.
Yeah.
I said to him, the abandonment has told a lie. Your brother abandonment told a lie.
You're active, yeah.
Dr. Muhammad.
Imagine your kid comes to you, oh, mama, my arm is hurting or something. And then you don't have a solution. You start to get mad at the arm because it's lying.
Yeah, you are, your stomach is lying. Your brother is lying. And look,
Yeah, I remember.
but look,
Yeah.
look. Then it says there at the end. So he made him drink honey, and he was cured. Look at this miracle.
Wow.
Okay, guys. Like, share, and comment below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you soon.